Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is Monday night, and it is a brand new episode of Wildflower Will's New Start Monday Knits. So grab your knitting, get a drink, get in a comfy spot, and let's knit and chat for the next hour. So we're going to always start out talking about this week's project. You all voted for the project this week. Some weeks it's yarn, some weeks it's project. This week it was the project I had and the yarn, I suppose, too, technically, isn't it? Um, there was yarn, but there was a project attached to both yarns. So we'll talk about that. I'll tell you which one is the winner, which one I'm casting on. You guys can maybe give me some suggestions on patterns. And then I've got last week's new start. I will show you, and one or two other projects that we can talk about, and then we'll see what you guys are all working on. So, the vote. The way we always start off Monday mornings around here is voting. So, I think I see some people coming in here in the chat. So, if there's anybody new here and you're wondering, hey, I didn't get to see where you vote, pretty much everywhere across social media. Instagram is a great place to vote. Instagram stories, Instagram post. There's a post in there, Wildflower Will's Facebook page, and then right here on YouTube, there is also a post every Monday morning, and you can vote. You can vote multiple places, um, wherever you want, whatever is convenient, or if you want multiple votes, you can go vote everywhere. So look, this ball is huge. Okay, so what we were voting for, they technically are both Christmassy knits this week because it is December. It is like full-time Christmas knitting around here, as I'm sure it is with everybody else as well. So you were voting kind of left and right. The left was this gorgeous DK sock yarn, a Zoberball. So it's a six, I'm guessing that means six ply because it is DK. Let's see if I'm not sure if there's a color. Um, yeah, no. So, anyways, it's blue and green. Very, very pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So, I bought 2 balls of this from one of my local yarn shops, Little Red Mitten, on the weekend to do a pair of knee-high socks that may or may not be a Christmas gift. I'm leaning towards the will be, but we'll see. Anyways, so I love this. Love the colors, the blue and green. Love it, love it, love it. And then the blue. This is for a Christmas stocking. So this is the color that my daughter liked. Kind of this. I think it actually is called Midnight Blue. It is Midnight Blue. It's a Caron 1 pound. So it's 100% acrylic, and it feels really nice. I don't think I've ever knit with this yarn, but it feels really nice. So I'm sure it'll knit up really well and will wear really well for lots of years for a stocking for Scarlett. So, what you guys voted for? There was lots and lots of votes across everywhere. When I first checked the voting this morning, what was it? I think knee-high socks, the DK socks, were in the lead. And then, no, it got really, really close. Instagram stories, it was really close. Christmas stocking went ahead. Socks may have caught back up again. And, but it's always hard to tell because lots of times what you guys vote for on Instagram, people vote the complete opposite over on Facebook. So lots of times I never know until I go through and add up every single vote what is going to be the winner. And that was the case tonight because when I went back and took a quick peek at Instagram stories, they were pretty much tied up about 15-20 minutes ago, about 6:45 when I started counting things up. And but other platforms, there was a lot for DK socks. And some people were saying, oh, DK socks, they'll be so warm and cozy. Some people said they absolutely loved this yarn. Some people, it was the color of this yarn. that they voted for. A lot of other people, they voted for this big honking ball of blue because they're like, it's Christmas, it's December, it's perfect time for Christmas knits, do a seasonal knit. So they voted stocking. So, yeah, lots of votes. I think there was a total of 116 votes tonight, which is pretty good. That's pretty much usually what we get. Daisy's come to say hi. Well, she's come to say hi, but really she's come to say, hey, you forgot to feed me. So, because I got home a little bit late and I had to count up all these votes, 116 votes. So poor Daisy. Yes. She's not starving, so she'll be fine for another hour here. So, oh, Liz is giving me the drum roll. So, okay, I'm going to say who we got lots of people watching tonight. Hi, Carol and Cindy and Jude and Liz, Kim, Debbie, Donna, Jen, Catherine, Nancy. Hi, Nikki. Who else is Alice, Liz, Diane. Did I get everybody? I'm sure there's a bunch more. Anyways, okay, the votes are in 116 votes, and it was close, not super close, but not totally one-sided. 58% of the votes went to the winning yarn and project tonight. So I don't know really what I was hoping would win. I think initially I bought this yarn thinking that this would be my New Start Monday project. And then I thought, well, I'll just say it's going to be DK socks. And then I was thinking maybe I would have you guys vote, like toe up, cuff down, one sock at a time, or, toe up two at a time or something like that. And then I was like, well, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a really super exciting vote. So I just thought about it for a little bit. And then I thought, aha, I need a Christmas stocking. So this is how I came up with the vote. So I really wanted to knit both. I don't know. Maybe because I bought this specifically for tonight, maybe this is maybe what I was leaning a little bit towards, but I don't know. Honestly, either would be totally fine. And because time is getting a little bit on the short side, if I need a Christmas stocking, so I will let you know now what Daisy is. I think she was lonely today. Um, oh, she's purring. The winner this week's knitting project is going to be cast on tonight, if I can find the needles. It is, insert your own drum roll here, Christmas stocking. So this is it. So this stocking, okay, so let's take a look at this yarn. Has anybody knit with this yarn before? Only say yes if you liked it because I'm hoping it should knit up fine. It should knit up fine. It feels nice. So I'm thinking, ooh, this is the color I need to really want for their stockings. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna like knitting it. Um, we'll let you knit both. Thanks, Anne. Oh, hey Jocelyn. Hey Mary. Daisy deserves some extra treats. I know because we're making her wait. Holding her dinner off for a little bit. Hi, Sherry. Daisy needs Santa to bring her an automatic feeder. Maybe that's what she needs. But anyways, stocking. So what I'm going to do for this is I am going to knit. So it's a worsted weight, obviously. So it's going to be, Daisy almost wore this ball. It'll knit up super fast. Karen, 1 pound. And what did I say? Midnight Blue was the color. And yep, worsted weight, machine washable, of course, 100% acrylic. It's 453 grams of yarn, you guys, 16 ounces. So, 812 yards or 742 meters. So we got lots here for lots of stockings. Oh, Catherine says it'll be perfect for a stocking. You've used it many times. Thank you, Catherine. That is exactly what I needed to hear. on December 4th. If it had been November 4th, September 4th, I could have been open to a little bit of discussion, but this is what I really needed to hear. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. Hi, Sam and Diane. Hey, Jude. Um, let's see. White. I'm going to do contrasting heels and toes in white, and it's going to have snowflakes on it. So that's that. So this is going to get started right, well, right shortly, as in I will probably cast it on so it's on the needles ready to go. But it's, let's be honest, you guys, Jocelyn and I are checking in here Thursday night. It is our sweater reveal challenge night. So, you guys know I'm going to be working on my sweater really seriously for the next couple of nights. So, the Christmas stocking will get in full gear Thursday night, probably while Jocelyn and I are chatting. But I'll get it started and think about, am I going to do ribbing along the top? Will I have like a folded brim on the top? These are all things that I really should know, shouldn't I? I will have to think about that. If you guys have some suggestions, let me know. What do you think? Should I do a little bit of ribbing and just go into stockinette? And then what I'm going to do for names, I'm just going to duplicate stitch on. I'm not going to knit them in. I think it'll be faster. I mean, it's probably one of those ones that's I mean, knitting it in probably is not gonna take a super long time either. It's just, charting it out and reading the chart. So, I think I'd be fine just duplicate stitching it over top. I think I would be happy with that. Okay, maybe that's a good question. What do you guys think? Duplicate stitch, or should I just, do stranded knitting and knit the name in? So that's, I need some feedback on that. And how do you like the top of your stockings? Do you like ribbing on there? Jude says duplicate stitch. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. Oh, people are getting their Christmas cards for their fiber friends. Yes, I have a few cards that I haven't actually opened them. I got a couple on the weekend and I got one more tonight. So I may sit and open them tonight. Cindy, I was behind, and yes, for liking the yarn for stocking. Oh, perfect. Yay. Okay, that's good. Whew, okay, that takes out one question out of my mind then. um, oh, I saw Jen's gorgeous stockings that she did. Okay, and then she duplicate stitched. Okay. If Jen did it, then it's totally fine. Then I know for sure. Susie, oh, duplicate stitch and ribbing. Okay, so it sounds like, and Jude, yes, Jude also said duplicate stitch. Um, Nancy, oh, who's that question for, Nancy? Do you mind if I ask what the recipe is? Are you talking Christmas card recipe or recipe for the Christmas stocking? Um, okay, so good. So ribbing on top. That's kind of what I was thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That was my first go-to, but maybe I'm still stuck in sock knitting mode. Anyways, we can chat. If you guys have some more ideas, just put them in. Oh, Jen. Okay, what's Jen saying? Hi, Jen. Jen is saying with duplicate stitch, you don't have to make a chart. No, I know. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards it because then you don't. I was sorry. I may have thought it one way and said it the other. But I was thinking if you were going to knit it in, right, then you would have to chart it and count and blah blah blah. So which is one of the big reasons I was thinking of duplicate stitching. So yes, so Jen says yes, no chart for duplicate stitching. I started in the center and went one way and then the other with the individual letters. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, Nancy said, oh, from Sam. Okay. Sam, what was your recipe? That's what Nancy wants to know. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit more knitting. Um, baby sweater. I got the baby sweater right here. So this was New Start from a few weeks ago. This was, remember this kind of mystery yarn that I got at the Spin Right factory outlet, and we decided that it was Karen cotton cakes. And it was so funny because I somehow when I picked this up, I thought, I think this is a Karen yarn, but I wasn't even thinking about any of the Karen Cakes line of yarn, and it felt like it had cotton, and then a couple of you guys were, like, doing some searching, looking on Ravelry, I'm supposing, and came up with Karen cotton cakes, and the color, if I remember, was Garden Oasis. I think it's a discontinued color, and I went and looked it up, and I'm like, "You guys are good detectives because that looks exactly what this is." So, it's super soft, cotton and acrylic, really lovely to knit, like all fun yarns are, and then they discontinue them, but there's always new ones that take their place, so we don't need to worry too much. So the back is just about done. I'm just going to do some ribbing up here to finish off this back piece, and it will be done. So I took measurements from one of other Scarlet sweaters that she had that was a little bit on the big side, and I made it a little bit longer, and it might be a smidgen bit wider as well. So that'll be good. So it'll fit her after Christmas. So, anyways, this is almost done. I did a few rows of this in between some sweater knitting. I was hoping to get this piece cast off and then do um, a front piece. I'm knitting this the exact same way as I'm knitting my Christmas sweater. So in pieces, and then it's just going to be drop sleeve, drop shoulder, and then knit two sleeves. So I was hoping to have this piece here done, but close, but not quite, but close. What else? So I've got tons and tons of yarn. I've got 4 balls of this, and I'm still on the first ball. So I will have lots left over. Oh, Sam, that sounds so good. Okay, so the recipe is orange cranberry icebox cookies. Okay, that sounds really good. All right, so baby sweater, making good progress. It's not for Christmas. So even though I would like her to have it soonish so she can start wearing it, um, we'll see. It'll probably be done between Christmas and New Year's. The other thing that I worked, well, the other thing that I worked a lot on, a lot on, is my sweater. Now, I'm not going to really show you my sweater. I'm just going to show you what I showed you last week. So this is it. This is, oh, I will tell you a little something about it though. Okay, so this is what I had done last week. This is the back. There's one piece. I love the colors. I mean, we've all chatted about this lots and lots and lots of times. This yarn is Shiva. It's a 200-gram ball of yarn, lots and lots of yardage. Um, and that's it. So this is the back, and I've got doing the front in two sleeves. I'm not going to tell you where I am on it. I will just tell you that I did a whole bunch of knitting on it. And will it be done or not for Thursday? I don't know. We'll all have to wait and see. I will have to wait and see as well. So, um, the interesting thing about this yarn is I have no idea. I could not find this same color repeat for when I started the other piece of the body of the sweater. So I had two of these big balls, and I knit this with one ball, and I still had quite a bit of it left over. So, you're looking in the ball, and in the ball, of course, I don't have one with me, but you're looking in the ball and you can see all the color swirls in there. And I'm like, okay, yeah, focus, Liz is telling me. I know I am trying. I am focusing very hard. I was looking for, like this kind of greeny, because there's two shades of green here. There's a like a lighter green and then it goes to like a bluey green. So I was looking at, and then this is an orangey red that goes into a darker red. So I'm like, ooh, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay, I think I see it in there. Wind, 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 wind. And I get to a green, but it doesn't have the orangey red. It goes right into this darker red. And I'm like, well, that's not what I want. So I set it aside. So I've got, a half a big ball and then a little ball that I've wound a whole bunch off of. Set it carefully aside, hoping Daisy does not decide to play with it. Come up here and I grab the brand new ball. And I thought, okay, is there any chance that they are dyed and wound in the same order? Looked in the center and it looked really close. Close, but not quite. So, my idea of having my stripes match up went out the window because I'm like, I'm wasting valuable knitting time, winding and winding and winding and winding and winding and winding and winding, trying to find where this color repeat is. So, then I had the idea, I'm like, is it possible that there is no other repeat? Could they have dyed 200 grams of yarn and it's just all one pattern repeat, like pattern repeat, color repeat, like nothing repeats? Is that possible? I don't know. Maybe I find that very hard to think that's really what could happen, but maybe because when I was at Little Red Mitten buying this yarn, I all of a sudden remembered somebody here in the chat had said, Louise, Little Red Mitten has yarn very similar to this Shiva, not Shiva. I can't, but they said London or Little Red Mitten has something similar in the big balls. So when I was I was down there, I was talking to Jillian, and of course, I don't remember what um, the name is. So she's having to play like 20 questions and read my mind. And I'm like, okay, I'm knitting this sweater and it's got like really long color like repeats and it's a really big ball. And yes, 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 Nancy. The melange, is that it? That was it. And I'm like, they're big balls and it's worsted weight. And somebody said you have something similar here. And she's like, is it this or is it this? And then she's like, she's like, it'll be this up at the front of the store. And I'm like, yes, that's it. Big balls. Yes. And they had a sample knit. Now, I think it was a child's sweater. So it wasn't a full adult sweater. And that's what I said to her. I said, I couldn't find the repeat on this. And we're looking at this baby sweater. And again, it did not look like it wasn't a baby sweater. I don't know what size it would have been. 8 or 10 maybe, I don't know. Um, I mean, it was a good sized child sweater, but not adult. But we're looking at it and we're like, "Do you see a repeat?" And I'm like, "I don't think I do." And Jillian's kind of like, "I don't think I saw a repeat in it either." And Nancy, oh yes, Noelle knit from that. Yes, I think um yes, I think Jillian said that she had done that too. Anyways, so the mystery is it is still a mystery until I get this all done, and I'll have to go back probably. Oh, I will have to go back and use what's left over out of this ball for some sleeves. So we'll see if we ever get back to like these little mini green stripes because they didn't show up anywhere else. Anyways, oh, Nancy, that's how you found out from watching Knits and Pieces and Noelle's? Well, I'm glad because I'm thinking that I may make another trip down to Little Red Mitten before Christmas, and some of that what's so Rio Creative Melange, some of that might just happen to find its way into my Christmas stocking. It might be too big to fit in my stocking, but that's okay, because I really liked this. So I would be interested in trying the other one and just see and compare them. Um, so anyways, that's my story about my sweater knitting. It is underway, making good progress. Will it be done? Yeah. We will see. It depends. It's all gonna depend on how late I can stay up tonight. Like, well, all night till Thursday night. See how much I can get done on it. And then we'll see. Jocelyn never gives away anything about her mystery, not mystery, but like challenge goal knitting. So we'll have to see if we all have good progress, if we have some finishes. Um, so what's the moral? Knitting around with this yarn? Well, I don't know, Liz, because I don't think so, because I like how like wide the stripes are. And if I had done that in the round, they would have only been half that wide. And these little skinny green stripes, like wouldn't even have gone well, no. Like this one here is only that's only one row. That's only like one stitch of green. So I don't know. I think the moral of this story is don't get stuck on having your stripes match up. I don't know. That's a good question, right? I mean, maybe knit it in the round and then you don't have to worry about your front and back, but I like the wider stripes. I don't know. I think the moral is I need to knit with it again in the round and then just see for fun what it would look like. Um, oh, Nancy said from the book they sell. Oh, there was a book that came with the yarn, like a pattern book, and that's what Noelle knit from. Perfect. Nice. Oh, Sam, your shoulder is still sore. Well, just take it easy. Oh, Sam, you sent me a picture. Okay. I will take a look right now before I forget. And then you send me a whole bunch of messages. Yes, I will mattress stitch it together. So I did add an extra stitch on either side, um, so that wouldn't affect the width of it. And so yeah, I'll lose a stitch on either side. Okay, let's see what Sam has sent us. Okay. Did you tell me it's a dishcloth? I'm assuming it's a dishcloth, right? Oh, there's attachment. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. I don't know what we're going to do. Sam says she's not knitting dishcloths next year. So I don't know what we're going to be able to be looking at all year long. Oh my gosh, where are we here? Can you guys see that? Reindeer. Sam, mosaic. That's fun. Another Christmas knit done. Good job. Okay. Yeah, so sweater knitting, I'm loving it. Like I would definitely buy this again, the Shiva. So I would like to try the other and see how it knits up. It's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I liked it. Jocelyn's saying she did do a spoiler for oh everybody who's in Northern Knits Patreon group and Discord this month. Otherwise, you're right. I keep it very secret. She is very secretive. You could tell her anything and it would be totally safe. You cannot even like try to get a little hint. She is very good. um, oh, Nancy, you bought a lot of the colors, like the melange yarn. You bought a lot of those colors and you made 2 shawls with it. That's what I know. You know what? Sometimes I have a list of like a mental list in my head, that if I could only ever buy like 5 kinds of yarn, what would I buy? Patton's Croy was always in that list. Um, this one here, I think I would definitely put this on my list, even just from knitting just this one sweater so far. It would make a beautiful shawl. I just yeah, I really really like it. So I'll have to have a chit chat with Santa about the yarn at Little Red Mitten. See if there could be a stop made there before the 25th. Okay, last week's new start, you guys, was this really pretty blue DK sock yarn. This is Knit Picks Hawthorne, and I can't remember the colorway. It is, if you are absolutely loving it and you want to go order it, it was the only bright kind of blue there. Oh my gosh, I can't even nothing is even coming to me about what this was called. Anyways, it's a gorgeous blue. It is nice and bright. Maybe not quite as bright as it's showing on the screen, but it is nice and bright, and it does have some variation in the in the blue color. So this is what I've gotten it up. Did I tell you this is the DK sock yarn? So it does have some nylon in there, and there it is. So I'm knitting this on a 3.25 millimeter needle. I cast on 48 stitches. I did a 2 by 2 ribbing and then just switched to stockinette. This guy's not going to have anything fancy on it because I think just with the color I wasn't going to do a pattern um with this yarn. And I like it just plain and simple, and I am going for a quicker knit on this one as well. 9-inch circular needle, and I'll tell you a little story about this as well. Last Monday, when I counted up the votes, came on here and chatted with you guys, and it was like, okay, this is the winner because I had another really pretty color of sock yarn that I had hand dyed, and it did not get picked. You guys all went DK because we need something quick, a quick knit this time of year. And I went to go look for sock needles. I went to the bag that I have that has all my circular needles in it, pulled out the second needle. It was a 3.25. I'm like, perfect. This is what I need. I cast on. I started knitting around and I'm like, well, what? This like just does not feel right. And I thought, okay, well, maybe it's because it's decay. The stitches just fit around the needle. And I thought, okay, maybe it's because there's only 48 stitches. Because, in my head, I'm still thinking, 64 stitches is what you need for a sock. I thought, okay, knit a few rows, it'll kind of grow. It'll be fine. And then all of a sudden, I'm knitting around and I'm thinking, wait, this is just not right. And then, sure enough, get out my tape measure. No, I had a 12-inch needle, not a 9-inch. But it was working. It obviously 9, 10, 11, 12. There's like 3 extra inches around here, but it did work. The stitches were stretched, but you could knit it on a 12-inch needle. It wasn't real super comfortable because you had to stop every once in a while and really slide your stitches around. But in a pinch, I do now know that a 12-inch will work on here. But I did go get a 9-inch needle when I was at Little Red Mitten. That was the whole entire purpose of going to Little Red Mitten, was to get the proper needle. And then I came home with some yarn as well because why not? So anyways, I'm liking it better on the 9-inch for sure. And yeah, I got part of the leg done. I'll have to measure it, see how much farther I'm going to go with the leg, and then I'm just going to do a heel flap and gusset and carry on. Let's see. Susie has a question. Oh, yes, Sam. Yes, Sam. We all want to know what your dishcloth count is. So if people want to guess. Oh, I see Cindy's guessing 191. Susie says, Louise, I was wondering if you bought any yarn during Mary Maxim's sale. I did not. I did not. Susie, did you get any yarn? I did not. I know you guys tempt me every once in a while. Just letting it slip out that Mary Maxim's having a sale, Knit Picks is having a sale. I was very tempted, but I did not. Susie said she did a lot. Did you post a picture of it? You'll have to, if you want to, you'll have to post a picture in the Fiber Friends group because I would love to see what all you got. All right, Sam, your dishcloth count. I'm thinking, were you at 185 yet? Were you getting close to 190? I don't know. I think you're somewhere in there. Oh, so anyways, I'm really, really liking this. And I did a poll on Instagram stories after. you guys voted for this and asking if people had knit DK socks. And out of the people that voted, it was about 50-50. Not quite, but give or take a few. It was pretty close to about half the people had and half hadn't yet. So that was interesting. I think they're getting um, yeah, more common. I remember like years ago, DK sock yarn was really, 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 really hard to find. Um, but now it's getting more common, I think, just because it does knit up pretty quick. Anyways, that was I'm liking this. The yarn itself is knitting up really nice, and I would definitely get more of it the next time we order from Knit Picks. I may pick up a couple more skeins of it, quite possibly. Oh, Cindy said you forget. So when well, I think you're in the ballpark, I'm guessing. Susie, it hasn't gotten here yet. Okay. But I bought a lot of the fruit yarns. Okay, that'll be fun. Liz, you've knit worsted weight socks. And then what do you do worsted weight? Do you just wear those like more like slipper socks or do you wear them in boots? Do they fit in shoes? I had a pair. Well, I mean, I had two pairs of worsted weight socks that I had bought a number of years ago. Um, I used to do some work out of a retirement home, and I would always walk by the gift shop. And so sometimes I would pop in just to see what was in there. And every once in a while, they had knitted socks in there. One of the residents that was there, she knit worsted weight socks. And I ended up I bought 2 pairs because I just really wanted to support whoever this lady was. I'm assuming it was a lady, could have been a man, but whoever it was that was living there, um, yeah, I just wanted to support them, let them know that somebody, really liked their work. And they were lovely, they were warm. And I think I did wear them like inside shoes and they were fine. And they were nice and warm. I really liked them. Oh, Debbie's guessing 189. Listen, okay, so the worsted wear slipper socks. My feet are too wide to wear them in shoes. Okay. Oh, we got another guess of 195. Oh my gosh, Susie, you're getting really close to that 200 mark. Okay, Sam, you'll have to just let us know what your dishcloth count is. So that's really all the knitting that I have to show you. I did buy some other yarn, but I cannot show that because it is a gift. So, but it was really pretty. I had fun. I like going and buying yarn for gifts, but I find I can't think too hard about it. I just have to go and kind of like the first color that kind of grabs my eye because otherwise people that I buy yarn for, they will get all yellow, orange, and green yarn. So I typically, when I'm buying for somebody else, go blue, pink, purple shades. And because that's, I think, generally hits a wider range of likes than the colors that I like. Oh, Debbie, that's a great idea. Worsted weight socks in your rain boots. Yes, that would be nice. Oh, Sam, what I said about your dishcloths next year, I said, what are we going to talk about all year long? I mean, I think like every Monday night since January last year, it always comes up, what is Sam's dishcloths? And Sam said she's going to take a break from dishcloths next year and is going to try something else. Maybe I might be able to talk her into doing the Fiber Friends challenge every month. That would be really fun, Sam. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was it. So I was really worried that I wasn't going to have a whole lot of stuff to show you because I was working all weekend on my sweater. But I did get a little bit of baby sweater knitting and a little bit done on the DK socks. And the DK socks, oh my goodness, I might be hooked on DK socks, you guys, because if I had actually had a lot more time to knit on them, I probably very easily could have had one sock finished for tonight, but that was not the case. So, um, Yeah, we'll see how far I get. So once I get the sweater reveal done on Thursday, then that will give me a little leeway this coming weekend. I will either be finishing the sweater or I will have all kinds of free time to knit on all these other things. So we will see. Oh my goodness. Okay, Sam has got everything. I love how she's very meticulous with her projects and what started and in progress and finishing. So she says she's like getting close, like she's hoping to have 190 done. That's like in 2 days on Wednesday. Oh, Sam, you are getting so close. Hi, Elena. You have 187 done now, and so you'll have 3 more done over the next couple days. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. That is a lot of dishcloth, Susie, you are right. Oh, look at the list. Good job, Sam, great job. Alyssa, hello, 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 how are you? Debbie, you took a break from socks after your first pair. Okay, now you're crocheting a granny stripe shawl with leftover sock yarn. Oh, that would be fun. So are you just randomly picking a color, or do you have it kind of laid out the way you want your colors to go? I know I have a friend who was doing what was she doing? Was she doing mitered squares or entrelac? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember now. What was her blanket? Anyways, it doesn't matter. It was a scrappy blanket of some sort, and she had like a Rubbermaid container with all kinds of little balls. Some of them were leftovers. I think some of them were minis. And when the last time I was with her, there was a bunch of us together, and she just passed the container around, and we just all randomly picked. And she's like, "Okay, next, 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 next," and that's how she figured out her colors. And I think they always look so good together. And it doesn't matter if you end up with 2 blues side by side. In the grand scheme of the whole project, it just looks so bright and colorful. Random picking, Debbie says. Fantastic. I love that. Good, good, good. Hi, Tracy. Okay, so what else is everybody working on? Who else was working on a November sweater? There was Jocelyn and I and Cheryl. Nikki was going to be, but then I think Nikki, you had trouble, like you ran out of yarn or couldn't get more yarn or you were waiting on yarn. So you'll have to fill us in. Well, you can tell us tonight if you want, or Thursday night. Um, did the yarn come in? Did you get, maybe you are a super fascinator as well. So you may be sitting on a finished sweater that you're going to reveal on Thursday as well. Oh, Kim, you finished a sweater in November. Fantastic. That is super exciting. Liz is currently, getting minis ready for the December challenge. Yes, the Fiber Friends December challenge is, of course, holiday ornament. I keep wanting to say ornaments, but it can be, anything that's not a sweater, anything that's, I guess, not a garment, right? Um, Stockings, Christmas balls, pom pom garland, little mini sweaters, little mini hats and mitten anything, right? Any of that kind. Gnomes, Izzy dolls, anything that's kind of holiday themed. That's what we're doing, which is super fun. I'm going to be starting some Christmas balls, but I got to get some of this other stuff started and finished before I do that. So maybe this weekend. Everything is on hold till after Thursday, basically, and then after that, everything is free game. Cindy said, "Me, but not near completing. That's okay." Well, see, but that's the thing, right? Is it's great if we get a finish, but if you don't, that's okay too, because you just spent a whole month focusing on a lot of knitting time on a project, and so you've gotten a lot more progress done than you probably would have if we hadn't decided to do this month-long challenge, right? So, oh, Jocelyn, you're finishing a headband. Oh, for your mom tonight. Nice. That is that's nice. I always think, yeah, headbands are good. They're a good kind of project for this time of year. They're quick, if you need a last minute gift, a little quicker than a hat. We're getting very close to that time where everything starts to get downgraded. all those projects that you wanna give as gifts that haven't been started or finished yet, like, socks become shorties, hats become headbands. Um, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. Headbands are wonderful, that's great. Let's see, Nancy says she's working on a comfort zone with a Mandela bonus bundle? Okay. I was thinking the Mandela yarn, but Mandela bonus bundle. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. Oh, Liz says no to pom-poms. That's okay. There's a lot of other people out there, Liz, that are team pom-pom with me. Alyssa, for you, you're waiting for after exams. Totally fair. Yeah. I know. You can't get distracted by your knitting when you're in exam time, can you? Tracy, you got hats for everyone, either finished or started. That is so fun. So fun. So, how many hats will you need in total, Tracy? Cindy, you were distracted by mitten knitting. That totally happens. We all know about getting distracted, even though this is really not the time of year to get distracted by things. Susie's working on a big shawl for herself to wear when working on the computer. Oh, that's nice. So you just be able to wrap something around you and just be cozy warm. That is fantastic. What yarn are you using, Susie? Like, is it a worsted weight? Is it fingering weight? Chunky? Jocelyn, LOL, mom doesn't. Oh, yep, like hat. She asked for a headband. Okay, so you weren't downsizing in the time crunch. Well, that's true. Some people like headbands, right? Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, Nancy is 300 grams. That's a good size. Sam, oh, you sent me another message, Sam. Okay, dokie. Diane, moving on to frogs, as in frogs or ripping out frogs. Tracy, you think you need one more hat finished. Oh my gosh. You have got tons of time. You're not even stressing at all. You don't even have to focus. Alyssa, next year you will be in the full on no course part of the PhD. Oh, well that'll be a nice break for you then. Okay, Sam, what's your question? Chicken to frog. Oh, is that what you mean on frogs? Yes. Okay, because that's right, Diane, because you did the emotional support chicken. And then you were struggling with the safety eyes, you were going to buttons, but then you found safety eyes that worked, right? The chicken looks so wonderful. Okay, so now you're making frogs. Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you. Liz, Liz, Liz is on top of it. I get what you mean now. Oh my gosh, Teresa, that will make 9. Oh, 9 hats. That is wonderful. That'll be so fun to have everybody have a hat. Okay, so a Mandela cake, Susie said. Okay, I think it's worsted, so it's a denim shade. That will be lovely. Tiny frog. Oh my goodness, are you doing that frog pattern? The one I'm thinking of in my head that I just remember seeing it on Instagram. Whoever knits these little frogs with like the little legs and the feet and knits little sweaters and backpacks for it. And then she does these little reels with the frog. So, so cute. And so I don't know if I mean, I'm sure there's a bazillion other cute frog patterns, but that's the one. I have no idea what it's called, but it looks really tiny. I've actually seen a few of them knit up and then for sale in stores. Um, anyways, yeah, they're cute with a striped sweater. Oh my gosh. Oh, CC the frog? I don't know. Maybe. Now I feel like um I need to see if I can find it. If I tried searching it, what would that show me? We'll see. Um, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh my gosh. Okay, no. because I didn't spell it right. Anyways, I can't talk and type at the same time. Claire Garland. Oh, is the designer for the frogs. Okay. Is that the little one, Louise? Anyways, yeah, they're super, super cute. Okay, so Diane, what are you doing with the frogs? Are you just knitting them for you because you think they're super cute, or are they going to be gifts? Oh, Louise C has it right. Okay, Claire Garland. Okay, I feel like I need to look this. Not that I'm going to knit frogs. Liz, if I ever knit a frog, there is no way I would sell it. You would keep it for you. I know. There's a lot of work that goes into that. I don't know what they were selling them for. Hopefully they were um like a high enough price, right? That people are getting paid for their time because it is tiny and they're so cute and all the detail in them is really it makes them super, super cute. Well, all right. Well, okay, so my knitting for this week is going to entail a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. This is the time where sometimes I think, "Oh, what?" Liz said, "What is that? $500,000? Half a million for a knitted frog sounds totally reasonable to me." Diane says, "I did all my 2023 knitting and crocheting." So but silly patterns. Okay. Oh my gosh, Diane, you are so fun. You're and so quick. You got all the projects that you wanted to do for the year. So now you've got what, 4 weeks? So we've got the whole month of December to just play. I like that. Um, do Sam's asking, do I think Sam can finish 10 more dishcloths after December 6th? Most definitely you can. You have the whole month left and only 10 dishcloths. Um, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So how is everybody coming along with their gift knitting? Is everybody feeling good about it? Is anybody in serious focus mode? It's too soon to panic. We're not no, we don't even want to say that word. No, we don't even want to say that word because there's no what's the worst that can happen? You give it with needles in? Not the end of the world, right? Um, yeah, so I've got a few things to knit over the next 3 weeks. It did kind of get my attention when I saw a post, it was it yesterday? It probably Sunday night, right? And it said that it was 3 weeks till Christmas Eve. That did make my eye, like, stopped. I'm like, "Is that possible?" I'm like, "Ooh, that is time to get seriously focused now." 3 weeks? Boy. Um, yeah, 3 weeks of focused knitting. That's one expensive frog. Diane, you could be a millionaire. Just start selling those frogs. Cindy said, "No gift knitting for you this year." Okay, Cindy, you were working on a sweater too, weren't you? Jocelyn, you got busy with, oh yes. You guys, we didn't talk about these two mystery knit-alongs. Oh no, so Jocelyn's in panic mode now. Uh-oh. To get the gift knits done. Okay. I don't like gift knitting this late in the year. No, because you had it like all planned. You were going to have all your gift knitting done before December, weren't you? So then December could just be like Diane, you could just do fun knitting. Well, that's okay. You've got lots of time yet. List one hat and you're done. Well, there you go. Perfect. Now you get to play around too and knit whatever you want for the rest of the month. Oh, yeah. No, I like and I mean, and I like gift knitting in December. So even though the days are ticking away, that's okay because I love nothing better than sitting and watching a Christmas movie and knitting a Christmas gift. That is I literally live all year long for December so I can do this to myself. And then get down to the wire. But I like it. I like it a lot. So, did you guys anybody watch the Norwegian Holiday movie on the Hallmark Channel this weekend? I was I saw it all week long last weekend or last week, they were advertising. Friday night, 8 o'clock. It was My Norwegian Holiday, was the Hallmark Christmas movie. So I thought, "Okay, that's good. I definitely wanna watch this." Friday night, I was going Christmas shopping in the afternoon. Thought, "Perfect, I'm gonna be home in time to cook dinner and then sit down 8 o'clock, be watching the movie." Nope. Best laid plans, Christmas shopping went till the stores closed at 8, then we hadn't had anything to eat for dinner, so then we stopped for dinner. But I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay, the one movie that I really, really wanted to watch, and I'm not home for, but I thought that's okay because they replay them, and there's a schedule, right? This was Friday night at 8 o'clock. Then the next, Saturday, like, at 4 or 6, they play, the Friday night 8 o'clock movie, like, there's a pattern to it. So, I knew I could watch it again. So, I did, and it was fun because to see, the Bergen sign, and there was a shot of the mountain, and I thought for sure they would maybe, like, take the train, not the train, but the bride up the mountain, but they didn't. Um, but it was interesting, and it was really fun to watch it. So, and it definitely makes me want to go back to Norway again. Oh, read Liz's comment. Haven't watched one Christmas movie yet. Well, Liz, there is still lots of time. We are just into December, 4 days into December. It is now the perfect time to start watching holiday movies. Um, I today, yes, I've helped somebody else get over that today. Today they hadn't watched a Christmas movie until today when I was with them. So, um, I like enabling people to watch Christmas movies. Debbie, you watched the Scottish one. It was good. Yes. I watched that. That was on a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Or at least it was for us. Debbie, I can't remember if you're in the US or Canada because I think the movies are not the same. I think they're different. I do believe. Anyways, yes, I know. I've been trying to catch most of them. I've missed a couple. Um, but yes, the Scottish one was good because that one had, yes, and yes, because they found out that their mom was a duchess or something, and adult children didn't know that they were royalty. And yes, it was very good. The castle, yeah, nice. Cindy, you don't even have a tree up. That's okay. This week is the perfect week to decorate and put a tree up. Oh, Liz says the tree is up, mantle's decorated. See, yeah, right now is just the perfect time. It's always the perfect time. You never have to think that you're behind because it's fine. Whenever you get it up, then you enjoy it. Um, Oh, Alyssa, you haven't either, but you don't like Hallmark. Well, I know. There's definitely a divide. People love it or don't. That is for sure. Oh, Debbie, you're in the US. Okay. Um, oh, I know, but but Liz, it's not about the ending because we all know the ending is the same, but it's the storyline in the middle. That's what you watch it for. Yeah, and there actually I mean, there have been some really, really good ones this year that I've liked. So, yes. Anyways, the Scottish movie was really good. Yes, Tracy agrees. Yeah, I know. I like I like all of them. Like really, there's none that I would say I don't like. There's definitely ones I like a little bit more than the others, but I like them all. Oh, it's so so fun. All right. Oh my goodness. We are right at 9 o'clock here, aren't we? So this means that we are all going to head out on our separate ways. We're all going to keep knitting and highly suggest watching a good movie. I was gonna say Christmas, but, a Christmas holiday, whatever you want to watch. Find something good somewhere, whatever it is, and just get comfy and keep knitting for a little while tonight. I am gonna go pick up my sweater is what I'm going to do. So Jocelyn and I will be back here, right here on this channel, 7:30, so half an hour earlier than we started tonight. And we will talk about sweater progress, sweater finishes, sweater knitting. So that will be lots and lots of fun. Thanks, Carol. Carol says, happy knitting and movie watching. Yep, that's what I'm doing. After I feed Daisy. I don't know where she went. But she didn't, yeah. I guess figured she got her point across, and then she's probably gone back down to sleep downstairs on a nice warm blanket somewhere. Swift needles. That's right, Liz. Liz is wishing us all swift needles. That is what we all need, for sure. Are there mysteries as well? Not on the Hallmark Channel? No. No, not really. They're all love stories, maybe with a little bit of a mystery. There was one that I really liked, and what was it called? Mistletoe Manor. And it kind of had a little like the previews looked like it was like a little bit of a mystery. There was clues they had to find. It was really cute. I liked it too. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for voting for Christmas. I know I hold up a blue ball of yarn and it does not match the words Christmas stocking, does it? Christmas stocking, I like need to see red or green pretty much. But nope, this one's going to be blue and white. And we'll see. So Thursday night for sweaters, and then back here Monday with my God, I got a theme going here. Um, with some blue knitting projects. Um, some progress on them all. So everybody have a great week. Get lots and lots of knitting, crocheting done, and we will chat with you very, very soon. Good night, everybody.